Boom, boom, down.
Hey.
Boom, boom, down.
There's a forecast there's a weather forecast. 12 inches of snow tonight.
Boom, boom.
Welcome back to Cover. We got an interesting show tonight. Informer. Lonely.
I need to take a shot for this.
A shot of snow.
Water. All 12 inches.
All
12 inches of snow.
That doesn't sound right.
12 inches of snow. Now, he's from Canada, so, they get a lot of snow up there.
12 inches.
12 inches of snow. Regular.
Threw me off. I thought for sure he was from Jamaica.
So this is the debut album of the Canadian reggae musician Snow, released in 1993, January 1993. Edmund Leary and MC Shan producing the entire album. The album was produced shortly before the artist actually spent a year in prison. So there was like a year delay on it.
Let me guess. He was an informer.
Well, it was for assault.
What kind of assault does it say?
I don't think it. I don't think it did.
Okay.
But he was actually in prison when the video for Informer was released. So he actually watched it from prison. When he got out of prison,
that gave him like more cred, right? That gave him like more street cred. Is that?
I suppose. When he got out, he was picked up by a limo as a recording artist. So pretty insane. It was released on East West Records. Recorded in '92, and the singles were Informer, and Girl, I've Been Hurt.
Ooh, in you was not one of the singles.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna get this out of the way. There are reasons that some artists are one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
And this is a prime example.
What are the reasons?
Did you listen to the album?
Well, this album, I'm going to say this album took me on a roller coaster ride. It took me from Jamaica all the way to the skating rink. I'm going to say the first half was Jamaica and the second half was at the skating rink.
I could see that. I could see some Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
I got some Color Me Bad kind of vibes.
So did I.
But I will say the second half, like basically after Informer, he kind of laid off the Jamaican singing a little bit.
The same thing. Yeah.
And which made it a little more enjoyable because one, this album was way too long for what it should have been.
Yeah, like
songs were way too long for what they should have been.
There's a remix at the end, isn't there?
Yeah. So I think if this album was half the size, with half the Jamaican and half of the other stuff, it may not have been as miserable of a listen.
Yeah, the remix at the end was the B side of the Informer single too, which I always preferred that song over Informer when I was younger. I don't know why.
I have a question that I've been pondering for 2 weeks.
Uh-oh.
Boat. Look up, Boat.
Yes, sir.
Why this album? Why this song? After all the time, months, and I'm not hating on it, bro. I'm gonna start off. It wasn't for me. I'm gonna start off with that. But what did you just pull this out, or is something you really listened to, or what's going on?
I thought it was funny, and
You put us.
I've heard the song so many times.
You put us through this as a joke?
Not completely. It was like 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, I was interested.
Had you heard it before?
Never. Haven't heard any of the albums I picked.
Me neither.
So
Well, take that back.
why Informer? Why Snow?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't want to know. Okay.
To be honest, though, I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would, though.
Okay.
I didn't think it was too horrendous.
I don't think it's the worst album we've heard.
No, not at all.
We've heard worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard much worse.
But I can honestly say for myself that I've only got to give this album a listen to like 1.5 times, you know.
Same here.
I was kind of dreading to listen.
Why?
But with
Why?
that being, why?
Yeah, why did you feel that way?
I don't know. I mean, I like the Informer song. I've always liked that song. I just never really was interested in hearing anything else, you know? But it wasn't as bad as some other things that we've heard.
Right.
This album started off pretty good, the first open track, but I would say the opening track is just way too long. If they would have shaved like 1.5 minutes off of a over 4-minute song, you know, I think time is the biggest thing on this album. It's too long. Songs are too long. I don't know.
I gotta tell you, I was not excited.
But there is good songs on there. There are some catchy songs.
I was not excited to hear this. I didn't hear it until today, and I don't think I heard it all the way through. I kind of started skipping and just touching on every song, and I didn't even hear some of the songs the whole way through. I think I got through the 4th or 5th song, and I said, "All right, I gotta see what else is on here."
Yeah. See, my first listen, I got about halfway through. I think I got to Informer, which I think is about halfway.
Yeah.
And I was completely burnt out already because it was just the same thing.
I think
it was the same Jamaica song, every song, you know.
There was not. I couldn't tell the difference between the songs. The first seven tracks all sounded identical.
Isn't Informer the first song on the second side? I think it is.
I don't know because
I think there's 14 tracks, and if so, then that would be 7 and 7. So it'd be the last.
Last.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay, it's the last.
It's the last song on side 1.
Connie, how much did this album sell?
This was a platinum album.
Wow.
And his subsequent releases didn't even chart. A couple of the albums weren't even released in the US. So
this is a one hit.
Exactly.
It's so weird because this is like a 1 in a million chance that this got anywhere.
Yeah.
Weird.
And I think I would probably say his problem with all his other music is if he stayed the same at this time in music, things changed real fast, you know?
Yeah.
So a hip hop Jamaican artist isn't going to be, you know, in the limelight that long, I wouldn't think, just because the music was changing so much. Because you got to think 93, I mean, that's like right close to when like Snoop Dogg and the Chronic and all this other stuff started coming out. That
hip hop was changing.
I think, hip hop was changing, but like I said, it did have that skating rink music vibe to it, that dance music type, you know.
I'm inclined to believe that it got more attention. I mean, the song was popular, but it got more attention because it was a white dude singing patois. So it's like, what's going on here? The world got flipped upside down, kind of by that. I mean, we had Vanilla Ice, and
he was an oddity.
Yeah,
it was the novelty.
But he was good. He was good. I mean, I'll give him that. He was great. I mean, I tried reading the lyrics to some of the songs, and it's like you can't even read along with him.
Yeah, you can't keep up. He spit hot fire.
I mean, what is this? Are you guys trolls? I'm being trolled by Bueller and K-pop, by Turtlicious and Bueller.
I'm not even paying attention to it.
He wasn't the first white guy to try reggae, though.
Probably the first one get.
When did UB40? Really didn't UB40?
UB40 was before this, but it was different. It wasn't like this is like more dance hall kind of stuff, and what UB40 I think was more traditional, trying to with a reggae beat, a reggae sound. This is more hip hop, just different, I guess, hipper, I guess maybe.
New Kids on the Block on the ceiling.
No, they're in the bathroom, right over the toilet.
No ride stuff.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know what else to add to this.
Can I just say, the second song, Champion Sound, has a nice freaking bass line. When I heard that one, I was like, dude. And then I started paying more attention to the beats rather to the singing, and I was like, I bet you all these songs would be better if they were just instrumentals.
Yeah, because the production's really, really good on this album.
Oh yeah.
It's nice. If you listen to it with headphones, it's a nice experience.
Yeah, but I don't. When he starts singing, it's just cringe. It's like I started trying to think, because when this album came out, I was going to clubs, I was hanging out with my buddies, and I'm thinking, man, did I like this back then? And I don't know if I did.
Yeah.
To be honest,
you had the round glasses.
Actually, I did have round glasses back then. But
I could definitely picture you as a snow enjoyer.
I bet you I got down to this shit when I was wasted in a club. I don't know. That his former song was everywhere, dude.
Yeah, you had the overalls with the one strap off.
Yep, the epitome of that style.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have that. I never did that style. I did have there used to be these shirts. I forgot what they were called, and you would wear them.
And that's where you became a Raiders fan too, because that was everywhere too back then.
Raiders. I became a fan way before Informer. But I bet you I could, dude. I was probably taking shots from girls, and I remember they used to do it on their belly back there. They used to have the Jello shots in between the titties. I remember. I bet you this song was playing in the background.
Oh, I'm sure. It was a popular song.
It was.
Now, why exactly do you dislike Snow so much?
Man,
Did
I'd
you have
rather-
a girlfriend that had a poster of him on her wall?
I don't remember anybody ever being a Snow fan. I honestly didn't realize that was his name until I knew the Informer song, but it didn't
You
bring
didn't have
back.
time. You didn't have time to like him because he was here and gone before
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
knew it. You know.
You know what? You know what's really good though? They don't play this song often. I don't
You
hear it
hear
all
anymore.
for a one-hit wonder. You don't hear this one often.
I still
scared
like it. Honestly, truthfully, I still like the song. It's good. It jams.
I just can't listen to the rest of the album.
I did show you a video. Yes, I did, and that's the truth. I did show you a video. Yeah. That is the truth.
Yeah, but Vanilla Ice is already taken. I will say the songs that featured MC Shan doing bars were tolerable for me. The ones where he was on the mic, I could handle those, but yeah, those first six.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Rough.
I was on today with Rob and Comic Vet, and I mentioned that we were going to do this show today, and Comic Vet from Canada, and he lit up like if we were going to talk about, a national Canadian treasure,
Well,
Rush.
is the Canadian treasure.
He's from Toronto.
It's almost like we were going to do moving pictures or, 2112 or something. That's his face lit up, and he knew the 12 inches and this, and I was like, wow.
He does have his fans. There are a lot of people that
The heck?
like him.
Oh yeah.
I was curious today while listening to this album if he still makes music, or if not, then what was his most recent stuff sounded like.
2002 was his last record.
Really?
He probably
Did you see anything about where
his
he had?
wheels were spinning and he finally gave up.
So he went at it for about 10 years? If this was his first album, I'm not sure if it was.
I think he had quite a few albums.
Yeah, five albums, I think.
Wow.
Oh, so he did a really good try. But you got to think he's probably still getting paid for this, huh?
Oh, I'm sure.
Somewhere.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the YouTube video's got quite a lot of views, the music video.
Maybe Canada plays it on their radio like they do Journey down here.
So you're saying he's the
Canadians
jerk?
it's probably
He's
like on.
Steve Perry? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that you hear it enough to where you get tired of it, and you despise them.
Who's tired of Journey though? Not moi.
Not moi.
You stopped believing?
A long time ago.
It also made its way. It made it to number 5 on the charts.
Okay.
That's pretty crazy.
How long did it stay on the charts? Does it say?
No.
Yeah, and I also know there's no South Detroit. The lake. Yeah. Imagine how much they play Don't Stop Believing in Michigan and Detroit, Jim.
Oh, I can imagine. Feel sorry for them people.
South Detroit.
I'm trying to figure out what he does for a living. What he does now.
Yeah.
Does it say it? So, Bo, after hearing this, how do you feel about it?
I think it's like a
I think it's a novelty album, personally.
Yeah.
At this point, because it doesn't hold up as well as Snow would want it. Although, like I said, Informer is a great song, you know. But
Catchy as hell.
yeah, and if some of the other songs like this, the second half was good. It's good dance music, I think, you know. But I just don't think it would hold up in today's, you know, kids, you know, these days. I don't think they would be interested in listening to that type of stuff.
So you don't think it holds up? This album?
I don't think it holds up unless you live through it, I guess, you know, and that's more of a nostalgia.
Yeah, and how often do you hear this song on the radio nowadays?
I don't listen to radio.
I think the nostalgia of this album is what would continue to carry it until everyone's gone. Yeah, there's definitely songs on this album that would be at the old skating rink.
So Hialeah, in answer to your question, the single spent 7 weeks at number 1 on the Hot 100.
At number 1?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
On the top 100?
Yep.
7 weeks?
7 weeks. Wow. Well, I remember what Rob said earlier. When he worked at that record store, there was people coming in left and right asking for that record. So
boom, boom, down.
Makes you wonder if those people even still have that record.
Who brought up Vanilla Ice a second ago? Was it you, Bo? Who mentioned Vanilla Ice?
I think K-pop mentioned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're one and the same almost, right? I think that's
They look pretty similar.
Yeah.
At least they did back then.
I don't know, maybe they were just banking on the Great White Hope hip hop guy.
That's interesting. Drew Carey had him record a song for the Drew Carey show.
Really?
Yeah, in the 9th season. He played a prison guard in 2001 in the film Prison Song.
You guys know who Shabba Ranks is? It's like Shabba Ranks was, I guess, another reggae guy. I kind of could compare him to, except he was I think he was black. He wasn't a white guy trying to do some reggae, but I think they're very compatible. It was like that dance hall, or he had a lot of hits. He had a Shabba. He had this one song. He's almost like that DJ guy that always DJ Cat, And he would always say Shabba, Shabba, Shabba. Where I'm going with this, I don't know. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth, so I'm just gonna shut up now.
And then
what else are you gonna say about this song?
Yeah, I didn't think this episode would be too long.
This is a great comeback episode.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Cover to Cover show, guys.
I almost didn't even listen to the second half of this album today.
Why?
Because I thought it was going to be like the first half. Not saying the first half was terribly bad, but it wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
And it was old, It's like, when I sent you guys the meme, the snow or the GIF. So let's go, because I'm like, man, this album sucks.
Yeah.
But why did we all feel that way going into it? It's not like we listened to it; it sucks. I was dreading listening to. I had dread, but I remember me and my wife were doing something. Hey, I gotta get home. I gotta listen to this album.
I had dread.
Hurry! I gotta get home. I gotta listen to now.
And then it was
I was afraid.
You had dread, and then after hearing this, you had dreadlocks. Rastafari man.
But I had read, and then when I did get it, I just skimmed through it. Why? Why did we feel that way?
I was afraid of exactly what I found out, is that it was all going to sound the same.
And it did.
You know, or at least 80% of it did.
I think he could have got by with just having the Informer song as like the one Jamaican hip hop song, and then finished out like with the rest of his singing stuff.
Yeah, because he had moments where he
stuff.
was doing normal bars.
Yeah.
So he can rap
and sing. He pretty fairly decent as far as his harmonies and stuff goes.
What? I was listening to it, and wasn't there a part like towards the end of the album where he was like making like animal noises? Did any of you else catch that? It was out of nowhere.
I did not.
Doing like
there was
barnyard
one where he
animal.
was squawking. I think that was the beginning of the movie.
It was like
that
those, like call outs.
He was an eagle flying high.
That was like the third or fourth track. It was terrible.
Yeah, and if you read the lyrics while listening to that song,
It's until
it's like, how the hell do you remember and how the hell do you sing a song that you can't even hear can't even understand what the lyric is?
Yeah,
he just dude. You know what? It's actually a great album, a great song for one-hit wonders that we're doing, because this is a one-hit. He caught magic in a bottle. He came up with the boom boom down. A white guy doing rap. He nailed it for one song, and that's all he needed. And we're talking about him 30 years later. He caught magic for 7 weeks. It's crazy. And he got his 15 minutes of fame.
7 weeks of
7
fame.
weeks.
Minutes of fame.
yeah.
It was straight down after this. This was the peak. But you know what? He had a peak. He had it. He was there for a short while. So
I don't even know if he had any other videos or anything either to like keep promoting him or
I don't
keeping
think he
his
did.
face and name out there during that time, because I don't remember anything but this video. I remember this video being on MTV all the time.
all the time.
But there was never nothing else.
You would think they would have pushed them after
Yeah,
this.
especially if there was like a B-side of this, this album.
What's up, Chelsea?
What up?
It's definitely no Beastie Boys, Chelsea. No, it's definitely no Beastie Boys.
What's up, Schulte? Yeah, I mean, the only other thing, I guess, to add to the discussion is the legal dispute between him and his DJ.
Which was?
His DJ had claimed certain credits that they went to court over, and it was found that it wasn't substantiated. The judge said he didn't have any legal right, and if you read it, he was claiming oral agreements that may or may not have happened.
So it was he said, she said kind of thing.
Basically, yeah. But they did do a judgment on, I don't know what it was. He initially won a $1.5 million judgment, but the court dismissed the suit on the grounds that he had no viable claims to a partnership with Snow. So,
And
but he was claiming things that were written and or produced by like MC Shan and his team, and that wasn't the case apparently.
In the street, they call that false claiming.
False claiming. falsified documents.
Yeah, so Grow I've Been Hurt does have a music video. He's got a couple other songs that have music videos, but I think they're on different albums. Some of these videos are 17 years old. Some of his music videos.
It's the start of YouTube.
When I saw that song, in you, I guess that was his attempt to be nasty, I guess.
Yeah.
And trying to be cool, or or that was like his 2 Live Crew, kind of him trying to be a little 2 Live Crew-ish.
I would say, beside, as far as good songs on here, besides Informer being, my top song, the other song that I thought was kind of pretty decent was The Lady with the Red Dress.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was a pretty smooth song.
I did hear that one. That one was bad. Okay, I like your freaking spider, black costume Spidey. That's nice. The one I like, I really like the beat to that second song, Champion Sound. I really like the beat to that one.
Yeah.
I really like it. Was kind of jazzy, the bass and all that. I really enjoyed the beat. Like I said, but once he started singing, I could just hear that instrumental, and I would have been cool with that. Really like that one. The intro.
What songs did you not like? Other than, you can't say all of them.
I like the red, the one he mentioned, the Jim mentioned, and I like the Champion one just because of the beat. But the other ones, they're all forgettable. They all sound the same. I can't tell you which one is which.
Yeah, that's my problem. So
Yeah,
I can't pick a one that I liked or one that I didn't like.
Runaway, the first song was, like I said, it was a decent song, but it was too long. It's 4 minutes, and all his songs, the whole first half of this album, 1 through 7, is over 4 minutes long.
Yeah, they're at least a good minute too long.
And then 8 through 14, there's only 2 songs that's over 4 minutes. Everything else is just under 4 minutes. But hell, he's got one song that's almost 5 minutes long. Ease Up, track 12.
Oh man, that's a long song.
I mean, if it's meant for like dancing and stuff, yeah, I could see that. But I mean, that right there could be a hit why he never got any other radio play, because his songs are too long.
That is true.
You should have condensed them, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think he could have condensed this whole album.
Yeah, I think this could have been at least a 10 or 8 song album, and it probably would be more enjoyable.
You could have done the what's that band that you like, Bo, that has like 1 minute songs from CBGB?
The Descendants.
No. The Ramones.
Yeah.
If he done the Ramones, he probably would have bigger, right? He would have just condensed them down really.
Mm-hmm. Probably. It would have helped a lot.
He should have been more Ramones-ish. That was the problem. Hit him fast, and go on to the next one.
It might even help too his case too if he would have mixed the reggae, the first half reggae stuff, kind of mixed in, and play kind of one after another.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think he could have took out 4 out of the first 6, and then left that as an album. He could have took out 3-4 songs and left it a 10-track.
Off topic, can I ask a quick question? What's the score?
10-26. Fourth quarter, 13 minutes, 46 seconds to go.
Yeah, the album's 57 minutes long in total.
Really? 57 minutes?
57
Too
minutes.
long. That's way too long for what's there.
Fucking hour or something.
Blizzard.
Right. Whoever loses, the loser has to take off their shirt tonight on this show.
Nope.
Why are you saying no so fast?
Because we just made a great first down right now.
Donnie? We have a rivalry going on, folks. That's why. Is that why everything's in orange, Donnie? Did you put it orange because it's Tennessee playing tonight?
Oh, hell, I didn't even notice that.
Or is that a coincidence?
That's a coincidence.
You put orange because Gators were playing tonight.
No.
Tennessee is orange as well, ain't it? So you guys both have orange. Are we going to the wheel, or are we going to talk about something else? 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Where's the fucking wheel at?
Oh, this is a real short one. I think it's probably our shortest one.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been keeping it going, which I didn't think we were going to get to 36 minutes. We've been going around the same topics.
Yeah, there ain't no topic on the album artwork.
Nothing. Cover to cover, forget that's not the floor. Snow killed it. Snow killed cover to cover, bro. We haven't even looked at the cover. Great point. Let's look at the cover. Let's go to the cover, Don. Let's go to the cover.
I didn't even pull it off the internet.
OMG. It
It's
doesn't
just
even
him
show
on
it
the
on the
cover.
it's on the Wikipedia.
Oh my god, bro. Even the young guys said it's not.
It's definitely a 90s cover.
Love it. It's great.
Thanks,
So it looks great.
I don't mind the cover. I think it's all right.
Yeah, the cover's not bad.
Can't tell you what the cover looks like, bro. I'm dying to see it.
Hold on.
His face is on it, maybe. I think I have seen it. Maybe.
Shoot.
It's weird. 'Cause how many
Hell.
albums is sold you never see it anywhere? Like I've never seen a Snow CD at any Goodwill before.
Nope. Neither have I.
He looks like one of the guys from Color Me Bad.
Yeah,
He's
no.
like walking off. He kind of looks like a mafioso from like the 40s.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
He wants to boom boom down.
Yes, he does.
The guy in the background kind of makes it look like the picture was taken in the 1950s,
Right?
40s or 50s.
Just like a safari adventurer.
You know what? It's not a bad album cover, man.
No, it's not.
It's not a bad.
It's definitely 90s. You know, everybody in the 90s had them little round glasses and
What do you think about it, Donnie?
I like
Typical
the
90s
color.
cover.
I like the color contrast. I think it looks great
You guys like that orange, huh?
with the orange and the white and the gray and black. I think it works.
It's a perfect color combination for tonight's show.
Which I'm surprised he didn't go with like Jamaican colors. Honestly, throw a little red, green, and yellows, and he just went orange and white.
It's not a bad album cover.
Tennessee colors. Maybe that's why the album sucks.
Look at Donnie.
Harsh.
He just couldn't help himself. He had to take
We're gonna lose our spot on the show.
I'm just kidding, Donnie. I'm just busting your balls.
Fuck Florida. Fuck Florida.
Total Gator colors now.
All
Let's do
right.
Donnie, let's do the
Let's move on.
wheel, bro. I'm excited for the next one.
Oh, damn.
What happened? Tennessee scored.
Yeah, it must did like a 20, 30-yard run into the. Now they're in the red zone.
Oh, there's hope. There's hope, Donnie.
No, we're talking about the Gators.
Oh, the game. There's no hope, Donnie. There's no hope.
Nope.
Take that back. I take it back.
There
There's no
never
hope.
is. You ready?
Spin that
Oh,
wheel.
Where the show started to do the wheel.
Is that your other pick?
No, that's not mine.
Oh. Who picked that one?
I did.
All right.
With the hip hop, the hippity hip hip paraggy, don't stop paraggy to the bang bang. To the beat. It tastes like wood.
What's up, fanboy?
And boy, prime. Ooh, I like this little guy too. This little stick thing. I like that. Donnie, you picked the next one, huh? Do you feel any pressure to live up to next show with your pick?
Nope.
We're still watching Fanboy.
Uh-oh. I saw them, they're like at the 5.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 5.
Ooh, 4th and goal. Ouch.
4th and goal. Put that field goal.
Shut up,
There's-
cat.
Donnie, don't look so happy. Don't look so excited for Sugar Hill Gang. The Rapper's Delight? What's the name of that
Rapper's
song?
Delight.
Yeah, Rapper's
Well,
Delight.
The album is self-titled, but
Chicken tastes like wood. The macaroni soggy. The peas all mushy.
so yes, that was 12 inches of snow. I'm not even going to recommend it. It's not worth your time.
Wasn't that bad?
It's not. It's not the worst album. We gotta do like a read. What was the worst album ever? And it's not that one. It's not that one because that is not the worst album.
This is like a C- album.
That's fair. I'm good with that.
Kind of the lower end of the spectrum, but it's not too horrible.
The beats are the
Passing.
yeah, the music's actually good. Like I said, I wouldn't mind this if it was instrumental. I think we've done it. But that's just
Yeah.
what did Biggie give it?
D-.
No, it's not an F. It's not an F. C- is fine. I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. I have higher hopes for next album. I'm sure next album is gonna be better. And I was alive when that song hit. But you guys weren't alive when that song hit, the next song.
Nope.
All right, so
We're a little younger than you.
it changed. It was pretty freaking amazing when it hit. It was like nothing anybody had heard.
I'm excited for this one. I have a feeling this will be a good album. I like the old 80s, early 80s hip hop. It's hard to go wrong with it.
The rap,
Yeah.
the more rap to it.
To me, it holds up better. To me, it does.
It was like nothing that I could do before. It was so underground.
Mm-hmm.
When it started coming up, it was like, what's that? What's that? What is that? Nobody knew what it was. And of course, it came from New York. In Florida, everything, we were always the last ones to get it back in the day. Everything was like, New York was like months. It was us in New York, and New York was months ahead. So when we would hear it, New York already had it. So when we got it, it was like, what's that?
Yeah.
Then you would start seeing kids dressed in the Adidas the kid that really got into it. And then you saw those cliques, and it was the rockers because everybody was a rocker. But then you would see the hip hop kids with their Adidas and their jumpsuits when Run DMC came out, and they were like
Their Adidas with no shoelaces.
yeah,
The tongue sticking out.
yeah, no shoelaces. It wasn't the fat shoelaces. They had no shoelaces
No shoelaces.
at the beginning, and they were just like, I remember, dude, I'm not into that music, and they were cool kids, but they were, I guess they were ahead of it, you know? They caught it fast. I remember this one kid, and he would come every day in a jumpsuit to school, and his Adidas, and we would look at him. He was, yeah, okay, he's with the new music. Yeah. That's okay. And then that blew up, and then everybody was doing it. Okay, that's for next time, guys. I'll reminisce next time. Sorry. I didn't mean to take over. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I was just visualizing you sitting back watching these people wearing your red leather jacket, like Michael Jackson jacket, with the zippers on it and stuff. I could see you wearing that. I could see you wearing that in high school.
You know what I wore, dude? I wore corduroy pants that were tight as shit. They weren't loose. They were tight as hell. I wore pothead shoes. You know what pothead shoes are? They were like these. They had like a light brown sole, and they were like high tops, and they were like almost like felt. They were weird shoes. They weren't, but they called them potheads. And then I would have my rocker 3/4 sleeve shirts that I would get at the flea market from all the bands, and they were knockoff concert shirts like Ozzy and all that, and Van Halen, and I wore that for about 4 years. That's what I wore. Yeah, I was a total rocker back then. And then, yeah.
And then what?
Nothing. Well, just
Nothing. Never mind.
There's this one outfit that I wore, bro, that I think back, it's like, dude, what the was I thinking when I wore that? I'm glad there's no pictures, bro, because it was just like, God, I went out like that, and I thought I was cool.
At the time, you probably were.
No, I don't even think I was cool, bro. It was bad. I'm glad there's no pictures of it. It was just bad. Then I think it was like, dude, I was like 16, 17 when it's like, dude, what the hell was I thinking? But oh, whatever, man.
Kids will be kids.
All right, let's go backstage and talk about this, bro. I don't want to. We dragged it to 48 minutes. How? I'll never know.
It was 6 people watching.
I know we actually have 6 people. It's a good crowd, and it's
Bad album. Yeah.
Join us in 2 weeks for Sugar Hill Gang self-titled album. And in the meantime, get out there and listen to some music.
And remember to boom boom down.